All right, so the paint shaker in the back there, forgive the little moving the camera everywhere, it's down for the count. There's some, the radiator developed a hole in it, and there's a few other issues as well. So normally the radiator with a hole in it wouldn't be a big deal. I'd just pinch off the core, or the tube I meant, and keep going. However, this radiator has got rot all over it. I could recore the radiator if that was the only problem, but the other problem is it's got JB Weld all over it from previous owners trying to patch it. It's filled full of stop leak. I don't know if you can see that or not. And it's not gonna fit with my plans for doing this. New radiator, I could probably get one for $300 to $500, but it's not fitting in my plans right now because I really wouldn't accomplish what I want. I want a tow rig with enough juice to go from Colorado to California for King of the Hammers and to do some other fun stuff like that. So more on that later. What I'd like to do with this is, ideally, it's running the 453T two-stroke diesel, Detroit diesel, which is a lot of fun to drive. But a major problem was that when whoever installed this put it in, they didn't put enough clearance in there for a mechanical fan. There's enough clearance in there for an intercooler in the front. And they have, I mean, the dog box panel is flat, so they don't even put a dog box in there. If they put a dog box in and move this thing back 8 inches, I'd probably still be driving this, and I'd put an intercooler on it, bigger injectors, bigger turbo, and a radiator that would support the horsepower I want to push through this. But they didn't, and I don't want to mess with it. And I mean, long term, I want to put a bigger engine in this for road trips and possibly convert it to 4-wheel drive. I don't know. I'm in love with the cab, and that's about it on this truck. So we're gonna put it out to pasture for right now while I work on some other things. Probably take the engine out, the transmission, the 5-speed Clark Direct, and the 3-speed Spicer auxiliary box. And there's a couple different things I've been thinking about doing with them. So one of the things I've thought about doing is putting it in this chassis, which is a 2000 F350 two-wheel drive cabin chassis frame. So it's got straight frame rails in the back. Originally it was a regular cab long bed with a 12-foot flatbed. And I've thought about putting that 453T in here with the 5-speed and the auxiliary box, keeping it two-wheel drive. And this is all just, I think it'd be cool, but you know, budget-wise and time-wise is a whole different story. But slam it on the ground, keep it a dually for doing some towing, and then get an intercooler. I've got an intercooler for a Super Duty and a radiator for a Super Duty. Put those two in there, so it had plenty of cooling, and rock that for a bit. Shop truck, parts getter, and you know, flatbed I could put the crawler on, or the Bronco, or whatever. As for the body, my son has adopted, stolen, claimed is the right word, a 71 F100 that I got in trade for a Cummins. So bump side body. This is the cab and front clip. We started taking it apart to start moving things around. Need to do some more work on it. It's currently got a 460 with a Ranger overdrive and an NP 435 in it, which is kind of a cool combo. I need to get that pulled out, put in the shop for storage so the moisture doesn't get to it when winter comes. But thought about putting that on there, on that cabin chassis frame. Airbag nice and low, easy to get stuff in and out. Maybe add a little crane for picking stuff up and a winch on it. Who knows? We'll see. I know people put 453Ts in those before without too many issues, so that's a possibility as well. So right now what the plan is to, for a tow rig, get this yellow truck up and going again. It runs, the engine works, it's just dirty and nasty. I got the shifter in the transmission yesterday. It had a RTO 14613, so which is a 13 speed in it before, and the shifter was closer to the engine than this new transmission is that replaced it. So I had to bend the shifter in order to get it in, but that's in now. So I need to route the air lines, get the drive shaft hooked up, and I should have a runner, so that should be good. Let me pull the engine or the hood off. So this thing has a big cam 3 855 cubic inch Cummins in it. Got the new fuel filter on it. I need to change the oil in it. So 350 horsepower, and if I remember right, it's I think 1500 foot-pounds of torque. But the nice thing is it's got Jake brakes, which should make for awesome towing. It's all factory. The odometer shows 275,000 miles on it. The radiator's not much better than what's in the Paintshaker. So if I have to replace the radiator, I want it to be this one. But it should be a good runner. It's a mechanical motor, and you can mess with the horsepower on these, kind of like a P-pump Cummins. It's way different though. You put in different buttons to increase the pressure on the injectors, and I think there's some timing things. I don't know, I haven't looked at it in a while. But not too hard to get this to go from 350 to 400 or 450. So yeah, lots of possibility there. Not that I don't think I need anything more than 350 for towing a 25-foot gooseneck with a couple rock crawlers on it. Do I want more than 350? Absolutely. Another shot of the inside. But that's what I'm working with for now. That's